have my Erin Condren new Life Planner haul to show you. It came in this giant box because I ordered probably a little bit too much, but my goal here is to show you what is available if you haven't ordered yet so that you can make the best decision for you. Hi, I'm Kristen and I post simple planning videos on my channel. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed and I'll be right back. All right, let's take everything out of the box because I can't have the box on the table. It's just too big. And let's move this stuff too because that's not part of the haul. It's just stuff I forgot to put away. So, I mean, obviously, there's no surprise here. I'm pulling everything out so you can see it all. And so maybe that takes some of the mystery away. But yeah, let's get it all organized. And I don't know where to start. I think we will probably start with like the bigger stuff just to get it out of the way. And I did get a planner, another planner. So we will talk about the planner, I think, towards the end. How about we do that? It's a horizontal life planner in the hexagon design. So yeah, if you want to see that, the horizontal layout didn't get a lot of love in the preview videos. So I just wanted to make sure to get it so I could show it to you so that you could see if it changed or if it's right for you. And we'll talk about a little bit how I might try to use this, but that'll be later. And then of course we got the sampler pack as well. This was the free gift with purchase. This has all of the layouts and designs to try before the planner starts. So that's kind of fun. All right. And the other big thing here is the folio. I got the eucalyptus one, so I have taken it out. And let me get this out. I have an older one in the wisteria color. It's a very pretty color. It's the same. It hasn't changed. So if you already have one of these folios, the new ones are just different colors. You can get it in midnight, which is like a deep navy blue. This is the eucalyptus color, which is a nice, like muted, like deep aqua kind of. And then there's blush, which is, you know, that light pink, peachy pink kind of. The reason I got this is because when they came out with the new colors, I pulled this out. This was gifted to me when they first came out. Was it last year or was it with Evolve or was it with Inspire? I can't remember. But Erin Condren gifted this to me when they came out, and I don't take my planner with me, so I kind of wasn't really super interested in it. And so it's just kind of been in a cubby. Well, when they came out with the new clear folio organizer insert, I got really curious about how I could try to use this. And I realized it actually will help me because even though I don't take my planner with me, I'm not putting it in a bag and taking it somewhere. I do always have like little slips of paper and note pages and just like notepad pages everywhere. And I was thinking this might be a good way to kind of keep up with that. And I don't know, I'm gonna try it and let you know what I think. And then they came out with this organizer insert that just kind of like, I think it slides in here this way. And so I really wanted to try it. Oh, and it has this little thing and it tells you that fold back the left side of your organizer and insert it into the flap of your clear folio. So this is what they mean by the left side. So this doesn't have any pockets or anything. It's a little bit thicker. And then they have it showing in the picture as going behind this flap and not this part. This is where you slide the back cover of your planner in. I don't know if there's a reason. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see. So then we have this long pocket here, and then there's two smaller pockets. This one's the smallest, and then this one's a little bit taller. So things like your washi tape fan should fit in there. I think what we'll do is in my planner setup video, we'll set this up. But for now, I guess I can show you because I'm sure you want to see it. Let's just take this the back cover, And you can see, oh, I just pulled it off the cover. Okay, Kristen. Do I have another planner sitting here? Okay, we're just gonna have to pop this back on. I guess I was being a little too rough with it. Okay, now let's go in there. Let's, instead of holding it by the front, let's hold the whole planner. Okay, here we go. There, and this is the floral seal cover in, I don't know, the dark blue color. All right, and then that's how it would go on there. Here, let me do that. There. And if you're interested in that, you can see. So this is a 12-month planner, not an 18-month planner, and there's plenty of room in there. Like I can stick my whole arm in there, and I'm still on that inner thing. Now you could put it on the outer one too if you have a lot more stuff in there, or if you have the 18-month planner or your daily duo or whatever. Anyway, okay, so let's leave this for now. We will look at it later, and I don't know. I think what we'll do is we'll actually set it up in my planner setup video. Okay, let's go with now. I have magnetic bookmarks. I got the ocean pack and the pastel pack. There's another pack, I believe it's called Sunset. It's got like the reds, like the very warm colors. These colors are much more my style, and so I decided to only order these, even though I really wanted the other pack. I just thought if I have all 9 of them, and I'm probably only going to be reaching for my favorite colors at first, but you know, we'll see. I have the functional tabbed sticky notes booklet. This is in the earth tones. I did place a second order, and I did order the colorful just because. So the snap-in sticky notes, which I love all of theirs, they've redesigned them. They didn't make it into my first order, so when I placed a second order, I went ahead and put the other colorway of these in there too. I have the designer sticker book in bouquet. Now, if you remember in my preview video, they sent me the hexagon one in the review, so I already have that one. So I really liked these, and I kind of want to challenge myself to use them this year. And so I got the bouquet as well. And I got dashboards. I am a sucker for these things, and I'm determined to start using them. I have started trying to use the covers more and write on those, since they are, you know, wipe off and everything just like these. So I did get the hexagon one and the bouquet one. There's also a minimal one, which I think is very plain, and so I didn't get that one just because they're the same layout as these. And I know me, and I like a little bit of, you know, pizzazz. I got the washi tape fans in both colorways. I got the bouquet and the hexagon. I'm excited to try these out. I really like washi tape, and I get it all. Like, I buy all of it. So I have all the washi. And then I forget to use it, even though it's sitting like literally right there. it just doesn't occur to me. It looks more like decor in my brain. And I'm wondering if just like a different way to use them might, I don't know, make me want to use them. And I really love the washi stickers that are in these sticker books. They have a couple pages that are like washi, and I'm wondering if they're the same. So I wanted to try them. And of course I got both colorways because I want, you know, options, and I'll try them out and let you know what I think about them. We're going to open all this stuff too. I'm just kind of going over what I have. I got the adjustable elastic pen holder in Midnight. The reason I got this, even though I got this and it has a pen holder in it, the folio, is just because I don't know if this is going to work or not, and I just want options, and I wanted to try it out to show you. Also, if I don't end up using this on my planner, I think this is going to be perfect to go around my Bible. It matches my Bible cover, and then I can keep my pen and highlighter and ruler in there that I use. I'm always digging around in my purse in church, and I just think that having it all attached to the Bible might be better. Anyway, that's an option. Of course, I got the other 2 dual tip marker sets. Now, Erin Condren gifted me that 12-pack that matches the colorful tabs. And so I had to get the rest. I love their dual tip markers. I am using them a lot more now. And so I definitely wanted to get these. I did cheat a little bit when this package first came in, and I did pull these out and pen tested them because I knew I was gonna need to pen test them for the video, and so I just decided to kind of do it, and I really, really like them. They're so pretty, and they remind me a lot of the highlighter sets that we got with the Evolve and the Bold Blooms last year, so I'm excited to try those together and see if we have any matching sets. I really think we do. A lot of the color names are the same. And so I'm really excited. That's going to be in another video coming up. I want to match all of the highlighters with the dual tips and just kind of like do a new pen test video. I did get a couple of new covers. I have the floral wallpaper, no, bouquet wallpaper in denim, and I got my name on it. And then this is the parquet in maybe earth tones, I believe. I don't know, it's the blue one. Obviously this is my jam when it comes to color, so I don't know, I really like it. And I like that it's minimal without being minimal. It's like colorful, but minimal. I don't know how to explain that. So there are times when I'm definitely more of a, you know, hexagon, bright, bold, punchy colors girl. And then there's sometimes when I'm like I really love a soft floral. So I like that I can change my cover out whenever I want. And I got the new, these are the new Blush Berry colorway of the Snap-in Pocket Dashboards with the tabs on top. It's a 3-pack. I have all of the sets of these that they've ever come out with. Originally they had that clear set. Then last year they came out with like a different set that had some color. And now I have this one. So I want to utilize this year. So this is going to be the year of trying all of these things, you know, and using the Erin Condren things and trying them and seeing how we can make them work and what we can use them for. I'm really bummed with myself that I like forgot to use these in previous years. I had them, and I have learned that if I don't see things, I forget about them, and so I want to actually have things in my planner where I'm going to see them and use them. So, okay, now let's open all of this up and get started. Since I already did the pen test on these, I'm not going to like open these up because, you know, I already showed them. I think they're great. There's nothing wrong with them. The pastel pack is very light. There are a few colors that don't show up well on the page. There's not a lot of contrast, but there are some that are. So like sand and rose pink are very light. So if you're into that really, really muted, minimal look, you're gonna like those, I think. They're all perfect. I love all of them, and I want to use them throughout this year more so that you can get ideas on how to use them yourself. And then just decide which ones are right for you and your colorway and your planning vibes. I don't think you need all the dual tips, but I have them all because I love them. So we're gonna be using them this year. And okay, so now I'm gonna leave out my little pen test book because I want to put these washi tapes down. So let's kind of just go to the next page here, and let's start with hexagon. So this is like a fan, which it's cool. It's got like this little screw in the bottom here, and you can fan out all of your different washi strips. And already right off the bat, I'm seeing that there are different cutouts here. So I thought that they were all going to be the 1.5 inches this way, but it looks like some of them, you have longer strips that go this way. So if you are missing those washi rolls to have longer strips, there are some longer strips in here. Let's look at this. It does say there are 56 different colored washi tape strips, 3 washi tape strips of each color, and 168 total washi tape strips. So there are going to be some duplicates, but look, okay. So we have this kind of colorway here. There are 3, and these all go this way. So you can see how long that is. So And that fits across an A5 page. I'll just use it. I don't want to use all of them because I want to use them in my planner, but I'll show you that. This is an A5 Erin Condren notebook. So if you have that A5 Daily Duo, or you're using your guided journals or just a notebook like this, that fits perfectly across the page. And let's check it on the Life Planner, the 7x9 Life Planner. I want to see where it fits. So on your monthly, it can kind of go across these four like this. If you want to mark out a week, you can do that, and then of course you can cut it or use the shorter ones on this side, and then it will also kind of fit here but not fully, and then of course you can go here, and then up here it fits in the top margin. Now I have the horizontal here, and this fits here like this. So what do you think? Should I just do a video of all the ways these fit? Oh, I had the sampler right here. I think that might be a better use so that it's like not so all over the place. What if I take these washies and maybe even the sticker books, and we can go through the sampler pack and just see where everything fits? What do you think about that? Let me know if that's something that would interest you, and I can put that together. I do have a pretty full list of videos I already want to make, so definitely tell me if you want to see that, and then I can rearrange and move it up in the list so you're not waiting forever for it. But yeah, okay, so that was those long strips, and now with those strips we have 3 colors like that, and we have 3 of these, which is like, you know, the different set of colors. We have, so there's those, and then we have 3 of these. Now these are going to be that 1.5 inch. Let's take this dark one here. It's kind of like a little like appointment label. Now this is something that I don't know about because I know that the washi is not great for writing on. So this confuses me. None of the pens that Erin Condren currently has in stock or at all on their site will work on these. I think they used to have a ballpoint pen set that would probably work on these, but they don't have that anymore as far as I can tell. So I don't know. You're going to have to use your own pens with these, either like a fine point Sharpie or a ballpoint pen or something. The dual tips are not going to work on here, and neither are the gel pens. So I don't know, that'll be just something else that we try out. I kind of messed that one up, but anyway, we have 3 from this colorway, 3 of those. We have 3 of these, 3 of these. So there are a lot of these, so I really hope maybe Erin Condren has some plans to release pens that will write on these. They do have a lot of this kind of like functional washi tape, you know, checklists and like little, like this was a limited edition, I think in a box or something, but like this is like an appointment label here. So they do a lot of this where they have these more functional style washi tapes, and they're kind of like not super usable. This was in the spring box. There's like a checklist here, and this is like a habit tracker. I think you can actually get these individually on the site now as well. They're really cute, and I really love the idea of them. It's just that none of our pens work on them. So I'm really hoping that's something that Erin Condren is considering releasing in the future. I don't know. That's just me being hopeful so that we can actually use them. Of course, in the meantime, just use a Sharpie, and you're still gonna need to make sure to let it like dry. Now we have the more like decorative washi strips in the hexagon design, and you have these 2 colorways here. So, oh, and look at how cute this back piece is, and it's nice and sturdy. I like that. I like to figure out ways to reuse these types of things. Savannah, so you might know Savannah if you follow Erin Condren on Instagram. Savannah is the one that makes those videos, so shout out to Savannah. In one of our meetings, she said that these would make really good bookmarks when you're done with your washi fan. So yeah, I like that idea. Super cute. Okay, so that is the hexagon one. Let's flip through bouquet. It says the same thing on the back as far as the amount of washi strips in here, and that's the back. Oh, that one's really pretty. Okay, so then we have this frosted clear cover again. These are the decorative ones in this colorway. And then we have these decorative ones. These are so pretty. And then there's 3 sheets of those. And then again, we have with these labels here. So these I feel like might be a little more versatile as far as writing on. Well, I don't know. These are kind of dark. So even with a black pen, it's going to be a bit difficult to see the contrast between. These are more muted. Yeah, so there's those. You have those 3 colorways, the like pinks and purples, the blues and greens, and the yellows and oranges. And then these are the long strips. So we have the flowers along the bottom or the side or however you want to do it. And then there's like this asterisk in the middle. It's a thinner strip. Here. I'm trying not to tear these up so I can actually use them. But then there's this thinner strip in the middle. So I think that this is a good solution for those washi rolls because there's a lot on here for the same pattern. Unless you were just putting washi on every single page of your planner, like along the whole thing, I feel like this might be a more versatile use of this kind of thing instead of having the rolls that you kind of never finish using. And I don't know, I never finish using them. They're just in here and I never use them. And I'm not saying just because I do, you don't, but I'm just saying for me, I think that this is maybe a more versatile, a more usable kind of thing. Like I might actually use this up and be satisfied with my purchase versus just having washi tape I'm probably never gonna use much again, just based on the fact that like I have this from Inspire and I'm pretty sure I've never touched it after that initial test of it. These I've used here and there, but some of these I haven't. And so I think for me and just using up my things, I think these might actually work. And then once you use the whole thing up, you can decide if you want to get another one. Now let's look at these. These are the Universal Snap-in Productivity Dashboard. So I have the hexagon one and the bouquet one. I think they're both just right. I love that they have tabs on them. I'm thinking the tabs just help it be more of like a little bookmark. This is supposed to fit the 7x9 and the A5. So here it is in an A5 notebook so you can see. If you snap it in right here at the top, like this, you'll be able to see that tab sticking out the top there. I like that. Very cool. And then it doesn't come out the bottom, so you have like this full thing here. I like it a lot. And then of course in your 7x9 it's going to do the same thing, it's just not going to go down to the bottom, but it's still going to be it's still going to fit in there because yeah. So we have priorities, goals, and reminders in gold foil on both of them. This one we have like that serif style font that is all lowercase, and then in the bouquet we have sans serif font that's all capital. And on the back, we have a long checklist and notes and notes. Gold foil on both of them. I feel like these might be really good for those like one-off projects maybe. Like you could write the name of the project on here and then all the things you kind of need to know about that project. And it's not necessarily doesn't have to be just like your weekly to-do list or your daily to-do list. And then maybe this can live in the back of your planner, like where your note pages are, to help you find that page where you have more stuff written down about that goal or project. and you know, so it would just be like back there. Then you can kind of go straight to it, and then you won't forget about that project. That's me. Whenever I write anything in these notes pages as like a reference to go back to, I always forget it's back there and I never go back to it. So that's another goal for this year, is to try to find ways to remember to go back to those things. And I think these little tabbed things would be perfect for this. And then when that project is over, you just wipe this off and use it again somewhere else. And then of course this can come out so that we don't forget about that thing, and you write down what the current priorities are. So maybe you have your whole project mapped out back here. You figure out what you're doing this week or this month on that thing, and then you put it on here, and then this goes where you currently are in your planner, so you're not like forgetting about these things that are in the back of your planner. Anyway, that was kind of my thought process on how to use it. Again, so these, I have wet erase markers. I also have a black one, but it's over in the spot where I was using it. So this is a pack of the wet erase markers. There are a couple different ones, and then there's dry erase. Wet erase is going to stick to this a little more. Make sure you let it dry completely before you touch it. There still will be some like transfer, I think, every now and then. I'm on a mission to figure out the best use practices for these to make them like the most usable and functional for us. I really want to use these, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. We also have fine tip Sharpies work really well on here, and so I will be kind of experimenting with that throughout the year, trying to just figure out how to use these better. Yeah, so now we have, let's look at, I want to flip through this, so I kind of want to wait a minute and just kind of go through all this other stuff. Let's get these magnetic bookmarks out. It says it's a strong magnetic bookmark that holds up to 20 pages. I'm excited for this because I love a magnetic bookmark, but a lot of the ones that I have only hold a couple of pages, and I really just use them as bookmarks versus holding a lot of things together. These are strong. Like, you heard that, right? You heard that click. So this is the Ocean set, and they're kind of like they kind of have like a padded kind of feel. That's very cool. In the pictures on Erin Condren's site and on their Instagram, they're using the wet erase markers on here. I should have grabbed the black one. So here's the black one, and we can write on it just to see if that's realistic or not. So these say they are adult use only with magnets, especially strong magnets. You just need to be mindful of that. Little ones and pets and everything, chewing on them and swallowing them. But I'm assuming you're a grown-up, so you know that. And okay, so we have these. These are Ocean, these are pastel, and this is definitely like my vibe when it comes to color. Now I'm gonna use the fine tip side here and just kind of like, oh yeah, you can totally write on these. I like that. I mean, you can even write on this one. I'm just gonna write project, just to indicate, like, I would write the name of the project, and then you would put that like in your planner. Let's say you have a notebook and you're like, you have all of these pages, right, are your project. They're so strong. Look at this. This is holding, okay, let's see. Let's try 2 months worth of Life Planner pages. It says up to 20 pages, and some of these are the thick pages. So if it doesn't hold, that's because I grabbed too many, but it still holds. Like, it slides. It's probably not holding at its most stable, but it still will hold those together and hold your place. But a whole month's worth of planner pages, and it can act as a tab at the top, so you can flip straight to like the month you're in. Maybe in your journal or something, all those pages you've already written in, you can kind of clip them together and then just flip straight to the pages you want to be on. Okay, I like these. I think these are going to be fun. Let's see how I use them throughout the year. It's a fun new addition. I think this was a good add to the Life Planner lineup. Okay, so we have all of those. And we have, let's look at this. This is the new elastic pen holder. and it's adjustable so it can fit on any book. So let's get the A5 one out. You can see how much it can adjust. So you can use this on your big ones, like your big giant 8.5 by 11, like teacher planners and teacher notebooks. Look at how much that's stretching. So, you know, you could use this on anything. Like I said, I'm going to use it on my Bible. And I would just put it like on the front cover here, like this. And then you can kind of like put it wherever you want. And then it just sits there. Now it says it can fit up to 3 dual tip markers. Where did I put those? Let's grab our dual tip markers and grab 3 of them and stick them in. It's a little tight, so 2 for sure. I think 3 it fits, it's just tight, and I'm assuming it's just gonna kind of like soften as you use it more, but it will definitely fit 3 of pens these size, and then obviously it's tight, so the caps are gonna fall off. So I don't know, I wouldn't say right off the bat it's gonna fit 3. I would probably just start with 2 because that would be annoying to me to have these lids flying off when I'm trying to get them out. So even though it says up to 3, I would stick with the 2 at first, just realistically until it starts to soften a little bit, and then I'm sure 3 will be fine in there. Okay, so very cool. And then of course here it is on the 7 by 9. That was an A5 notebook, and this is 7 by 9. I didn't even have to like adjust this with the little adjuster thingy because it's elastic. So okay, now let's open up this. I'm excited for these. I want to know if they're better than the version they had previously. I'm hoping there were improvements. So there are some that I've had before, and I have complained about them on my channel. They're very similar to these. It's the same kind of similar layout. And what I didn't like about them is that I felt like the sticky was still sticky on the page. So after you take this first one off, below it, like the residue would stay. And it wasn't my favorite. So we have this. This is a habit tracker. I don't know why anyone needs to track this many habits, but maybe it's like daily cleaning tasks and your kids' chores and like different things. But yeah, so then we have this, and it doesn't feel sticky there. So like you're gonna be able to write on that. This is better. So I don't know, we'll just have to see like as I use them over time if the ones below this are gonna have that sticky residue. It does seem like they won't. I don't know, we'll see. I like these because I love a big sticky note with lines on it. This one I wanted to use right away to plan my weeks. This is my favorite weekly layout where it's just stacked on one page Monday through Sunday. It's perfect for me and my planning style to see this like weekly overview. I think this would be great for your dinner menu, your workout plan, your gratitude for the week. There's so many things that you can use this for. I'm probably just going to use it to plan like my work schedule, I think, or maybe my content, just to have it in the planner that I'm using. I'm testing out new systems constantly to find like that Goldilocks zone where it's just right. Ideally, I want everything in one book, but I know that I can't put it all in one book. So I'm trying things like sticky notes and notepads, and again, like I said, with that folio where I can kind of keep things separate but together. So this is why I wanted to try these, and I'm really hoping this works. So I'm thinking maybe like the videos and the Instagram posts and such that I need to kind of keep track of for the week, and then I can stick that in my planner, but not use the actual planning page, if that makes sense. And then anything that's on here that I need to see on my weekly planning page, my overview of like my main high level things, then that can make it written into my planner, but then this can kind of just be on a notes page or something. I don't know, obviously I haven't done it yet, literally just got them. So that's just kind of my thought process on how I might use it there. But then we have like, again, that big random habit tracker that I would probably just repurpose as like a notes page. I am able to just ignore this and use this as lines and just write. And so this is probably just going to be like scratch paper for me. I will never need this many habit trackers. And so yeah, for me, that's just going to be like, when I just need to scribble stuff down, I'll probably use that. We have this lined one here in the yellow. And then this one's a lined one, but it has checklist over here. This one is just plain, but there's an asterisk on it. This is a grid one, and this is a dot grid. So it is neat that they are all connected in here. The other pack that they had before this, like the first iteration of this product, was also in a little booklet like this. I just split them apart because I didn't care for them that much, and so I was trying to find ways to use them. These ones I'm gonna leave in the booklet. It's a cute little booklet. I'm gonna keep these in here for now until I know how I'm using them. I feel like I might still separate them just so I can kind of keep a smaller stack of the thing I use the most, like together with my things, but we'll see. Again, I did get the other colorway. This is the Earth Tones colorway. The colorful version is just gonna be, it's the same set of sticky note layouts. So like the same Monday through Sunday, the same habit trackers, lines, checklists, just in slightly different colors. And when that comes in, I'll show it to you as well. All right, and now we have the, do we need to open these? I'll just open them and show you. In case you haven't seen them before, these are the snap-in pocket dashboards. These are not universal. They are not gonna fit your A5 notebooks or A5 Daily Duo. They're too big, so you can see the footprint. I'm gonna line it up at the bottom here. You can see how much it sticks out. So, but these will fit your 7x9 planners and notebooks and your 8.5x11, like teacher planner and notebooks. This is the Blushberry colorway. They have tabs and pockets on both sides. So the tabs are like staggered so you can see them all. Now you have the clear pocket here and you have a clear pocket on the other side as well. I am envisioning using these for things like sticker sheets. This is just a Planner Kate sticker sheet, but I tend to pull all of my sticker sheets out of my sticker books. And so I'm envisioning kind of having a spot to hold all of them. Maybe, I don't know. We also have the pockets in the planner themselves, so I'm not sure. We'll see. That's just another way to use them. The other way I'm envisioning using these is putting a notepad page in here, and I'm wondering if I have one handy. I kind of cleaned up my desk the other day and put all my notepads away, and then I messed up my desk again. So it's messy, but there are no notepads. Let's grab one. Okay, here's a couple. So let's say this might be fun. So they look like they will fit, but also they're gonna stick out that top a little bit. All right, let's grab one here and try it. Because of the tab, it is gonna stick out a little bit, but like you could put your notepad page in here and then write on it with your dry erase. I can't get it in there. With your dry erase or your wet erase, and then just kind of like reuse this notepad page. What is going on? There it goes, okay. So it does fit width-wise, and then at the top it is gonna kind of stick out just a little bit, but I think if it's just like a notepad sheet that you're eventually gonna throw away, it's not that big of a deal. You could also, if you really cared that much, just cut this strip off at the bottom. I don't think it's necessary to be that like precious and perfect with it, but hey, you do you, girl. And then you can actually write, okay, you can see how much I'm struggling here. I think you just kind of need to hold it with both hands and try. There we go. All right, then you can just take this and just write like, oh, at 5 p.m. I need to pick up my kid, right? And then I need to get milk, eggs, right? And then we have practice Saturday, 11 a.m., right? So like that kind of stuff. You could do that, or let me grab these baby wipes here. I keep this in here so that I can clean off. This is just a Walmart baby wipes. So I can clean off stuff like this, but also to clean off my stencil. Yeah. Okay, so now there's that, but then also I'm thinking if you just want to keep, like say you already have your menu that you planned out, right? You have your menu and you don't want to rewrite it in your planner. You can just take your sheet and stick it in here, and then that's in your planner. And you don't have to use it as a wet erase or whatever. Also, just a fun way, like we were talking about earlier, using these as like for projects and things, just to be able to find your place in your notes section in the back. You know, stuff like that. So, and these are kind of thick, so they will add bulk to your planner, but I also think that they are very useful functionally. So I like that they come in different colors. I probably won't be using all three of them at the same time. I think that's a little much. However, these would make really good, like if you just get a lined notebook, the 7x9 line notebook, or even the big one, right? You can make it like a 3 subject notebook, like, essentially, and then put whatever, like your receipts or whatever in there. Maybe you're using a notebook to like track your budget and spending or whatever. Yeah, so lots of uses for those. And now let's put these here so this stays closed. Can we do that? They're heavy enough. There we go. And now let's flip through the bouquet sticker book. So I mentioned earlier, I do have another order coming, and I will show you that stuff when it comes in. The only thing from the launch that I got in that order was the other colorway of this, the snap-in sticky notes, and then I did get an A5 agenda, not the planner, just the cover. I'm gonna use it for something really fun. And I'll set it up and show you that later, but I just wanted to let you know, in case you're seeing that there's something you were interested in that you didn't see in this video. It might be coming up in the future. So this is the Bouquet Designer Sticker Book Classic Collection. It says keep going, stick with it, keep growing. Or maybe it just says stick with it, keep growing, keep growing. I don't know. On the back, there's nothing, whereas on the hexagon one, there's design. So let's open it up. And then this is gonna be all of the same sticker layout as you see in the hexagon here. So look at if you wanna see all of these flipped through, I have my hexagon dashboard life planner launch review video. This one was gifted to me. Everything else in this video I purchased. If you wanna see all of these pages, it's in that video. But this one is the bouquet design, and we have the same kind of like tab looking ones and circles, and I love all the little shopping carts. I'm gonna start using those this year too, instead of writing groceries out everywhere in my planner. These are really pretty. It's like the floral seal from the cover here, but you have them all different like floral looks on here, and of course the different colors and gold foil. Some silver foil with these little like half circles and these bigger boxes and dollar signs. And then these are made to fit the dashboard pages in the planner, like these here. They fit on here really nicely. So you can kind of like customize the layout of this a little bit. And then these fit here too. So lots of fun ways to use those. This is a checklist, but it also has 7 dots, so you can use it sideways as a habit tracker if you wanted. Some exclamation points, those are rose gold foil. We have some labels here. These fit in both the monthly boxes and your vertical and hourly as well, like they fit in that section. And I think they fit here as well in the horizontal. Yeah, so those fit there. This says important dinner plans shopping list in gold. And then we have silver foil with a bunch of habit trackers, and this says reminder, it's a plan and goal. More of those floral seal styles. So in the hexagon book, we had the hexagon shape right? Like this. In the bouquet book, we have this pretty floral seal shape, and then these are really cute too. Like I like that there's some decorative ones and some little bitty functional ones. And then we have this page with the washi stickers that says today, this week, rescheduled and canceled. And then you have words like weekend, getaway, vacation, reminder, let's celebrate, and to do in some different colorways. And that's gold foil. Checklists, this is silver foil. We have exclamation points, more of these little like strips that are shaped and sized to fit the rounded corners of these boxes, but of course you can use them however you want. And this says to do. These are just some bigger boxes that fit. It looks like they fit these full boxes of the vertical. Circles, windows, and habit trackers in rose gold. Progress. So then we have some circles with some little like words on them. Progress over perfection, today, note, what you imagine you create, and then more different sized labels. These ones fit, the bigger ones fit in the monthly calendar. And then we have some semicircles. These are more washi strips. This is kind of what I was so excited for. These are just going to be like these. So remember we had this. So here's some more options. So if you really miss the washi rolls, I encourage you to check these out, because we're going to have washi strips in here that are also going to fit. They're the right size to fit across your boxes here, as well as if you have the dashboard layout and even your daily duo. They will fit here, so this is that size for your daily, so you can use them here or here on your daily, but then also on the dashboard. So there's lots of ways to use these. They fit these little boxes over here. They're like half-page size stickers. And then these just cute little floral like deco pieces. I'm really happy with these. I'm excited to try them all out. And just use these more this year. I'm really hoping to make a dent in this kind of stuff. If you're trying to use up your sticker collection and just the things that you grab from the Erin Condren product launches, let's do that together. I'm really trying hard this year to use all of these things that we're so excited about getting. For me, the way to do that is to not forget that they exist, and so I need to have them kind of out where I can see them. So the last thing I need to do is just kind of flip through this horizontal life planner to show you. So if you've been waiting for that, thanks for sticking around to the end. Here, so we have with the life planner, every life planner comes with the pack. This is your life planner pack. If you buy 5 life planners, you'll get 5 of these. Okay, now there's a welcome pack. If you've never purchased before, you have a brand new account on Erin Condren, you're gonna get a welcome pack that comes with some other things. I am not a new customer, so I don't have that welcome pack, but it does have a perpetual calendar in it, which is just like one of these. It's the idea for this is you're going to write like all of your family and friends' birthdays and important dates and things in here, and then this stays with your planner year after year, so you don't have to keep rewriting it. That's going to come with your very first purchase, but it used to come with every life planner, but it's kind of redundant. I think that's just one of the things Erin Condren is giving us the pen instead as like the new refreshed pack this year as the thing that comes with your life planner, just because it's actually something you will use for sure, whereas these, a lot of people weren't using them because they already have one, right? So anyway, we have the pen. There's a couple of cute little postcards in here, and then this also has a 20% off coupon in it for your next order. So every life planner comes with that 20% off coupon and the black pen. And the stencil, which is one of my favorite things that they've started adding. I have these all over the place, and I really, really like these, and I do use them. So I'm excited to have another one. And then this is the floral seal cover. I got my name on it. It's in gold, and it says 2526. I don't know if they're going to change that for 2026 if you purchase a January to December. I don't know. I actually should ask that. Maybe it will say 2026. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments, but I will probably go ahead and ask Erin Condren if that's going to change. we have our vellum, our colorful horizontal layout name page here, the beautiful hexagon pages here, just to like right off the bat let you know your planner is colorful. We have the whole year at a glance, the 12 boxes pages, and then if you get a July start weekly life planner, you're gonna get the May and the June monthly spreads in here. Now this is a good way to use like these. So in the meantime, if you don't wanna plan in the sampler pack that has all of the days, this is a dated one, right? So you actually have all of May and June that you can plan in on these. If you don't wanna use these to plan your week and try different things, you could use something like this and maybe you know, a snap in like this. If you don't have another planner, or you're sick of your old planner, you're just excited and you want to use this one, that's just a way. I was kind of thinking about using those things. But you have your May and your June, and then you go right into the normal planner layout. July with the tab, and then this is where your new dashboard comes in. So I've gone over all of the changes about these in my other videos, but if this is the only one that you've watched so far, this is new for this year. The life planners in the past had a dot grid section down here, and these boxes were more like on this side, and then there was like a plain box over here with some design in it. This year they've simplified that. They've taken the design off the page, but we've made it like more functional with your to-do list. I've always used my to-do list. I used to do this, and then I've also moved it here. I actually really like that it's here now. I feel like having like a dedicated space for it instead of like having to kind of come up with my own system. I like that. I like to not be told how to live my life, but also at the same time, I know I need a to-do list, and this is the perfect spot for it. And then I can still use these things however I want. So I'm okay with that. I like that option. And then the line notes page. And now we go into the horizontal layout, which looks the same to me. The only difference I see is that we don't have the mini calendar, which is fine, but it looks the same to me. Now, I am not a horizontal layout user, so if you are and you see changes that look different, tell me, let me know. It looks like to me, with the colorful in the past, we've always had the shaded box. The horizontal that I used in the past was canvas, and so I can't be sure. I think it was canvas. Yeah. But so here, and it still has kind of like that same like little box over here with the dates, and we have important dates kind of printed on the page, and then we do have where it changes color for the month midweek. And I think it's still just as functional and versatile as it always has been. And you just kind of go through. You have all of your weeks. This is just your basic horizontal layout. And then here we have August 1st. Usually this week is behind the August tab. I'm not sure if that has changed or not. I don't know why it's there. I don't know, maybe they're trying something different. I always thought that the first of the month was behind the tab for that month, even if the rest of the week is in the previous month. I don't know. Anyway, so then we have, you know, there's a week, and then here. If you want to see all of the tabs and everything, that's in my other video as well. And then the only other difference is that the December tab color has changed. It used to be more of like this lime green color. Now it's apple green, but all the other colors are the same. And then when we get to the end, we have, you know, the end of July here going into August. And then you have your notes pages. So I did not do an add-on on this. I just didn't think I needed it for what I might use this planner for. And so we just have like our 10 lined notes pages. And we have, oops, I skipped a page here. We have our important heritage and awareness observances, keep in touch page, 2027 forward planning, the back page here, and the stickers. We have 4 sheets of stickers that have been slightly redesigned and to me are way more usable now. So they're all just kind of plain colors like the Just My Type was back in the day. And then this page here with more of those dollar signs. I love these a lot. Habit trackers if you need them. The next page is the party and birthday stickers, which I like the updated font here. I'm way more likely to use these now. I already have actually. And then the labels with silver foil. So these all have foil on them, and I know foil is important. Foil color is important to some. So this page is rose gold foil. This page is gold foil. This page is gold foil, and this page is silver foil. And then we have our double-sided pocket folder and the back cover, and we're done. So I got this, full transparency, mostly because no one else had reviewed it yet. And I know that there were a lot of people kind of bummed that there wasn't a review for the horizontal. I was gifted the other two planners that I'll be using this year, and so I thought this is a way to kind of give back to the community. I purchased this one with my own money just to show it to you. I want to be able to compare it to things when people have questions, and I kind of really like the idea of helping people figure out which planner layout is right for them. And so to have it in my hands and to be able to like look at it and see it and measure it and try it, and just being able to maybe like take a picture and like write plans in it, kind of like mock plans, or even just transfer my own plans into it just to show someone how that could work. That is important to me. I think it's neat to show people that are more visual. The other way I'm envisioning using this is for my son's school. This year coming up, he's going into high school. His schedule is about to get way busier, and I don't know if this is something I will need to do, but I could use this for that, to just kind of write down when all his tests and assignments are, to kind of help him learn how to manage his time. I would never do it for him, but also I have to be aware of what's going on with his school to be able to help him stay on top of it. He's not like me when it comes to writing everything down as soon as he hears about it so he doesn't forget about it. And so, you know, we kind of have to have little school meetings and talk about what his teachers had said in class and such, so that we can remember what's going on. And then the teachers email us, the parents, a lot, and so I'm able to just kind of write down all of those things. And so that's kind of what I was thinking I might do, instead of writing all that in my regular planner. And then that way he can also write in it too. And it could be more private, because I don't want to have to censor things about like when and where his tennis matches are going to be and stuff like that. Because I do show my planners on my channel and on my Instagram. I obviously don't want any of his school information or his personal information on the internet. And so if I have a separate book, then I can use it for that. And then along those lines, I also thought it might be fun to compare this to the Erin Condren student planner, like the academic planner, when that comes out. From seeing it in the past, it seems like a very similar layout, and so I thought it might be fun to compare the two to see which one would work better. So that's kind of what I have coming up in the future with this. I can't promise I'm going to be living in this planner. I really am going to be using that dashboard planner, and so I just wanted to make sure I had another option here that doesn't usually get enough love on social media and on YouTube videos, but I know this is like a super popular layout. It's like that OG planning style before we had the vertical. Like, this is every planner you're going to find in a big box store has this layout. It obviously works, and I wanted to represent it. So we got the colorful one. The other ones are just, if you want a more minimal look without the shaded boxes, grab one of the other two. We have the minimal, or we have the bouquet. Here, I think we might have, here's what the bouquet horizontal looks like. So you do have a little bit of color, but the boxes aren't shaded. And then let's see if we have a minimal, and there's minimal. So if you don't want any color, no shading, minimal is for you. If you want a little bit of color but no shading, then bouquet is for you. And if you're all about color like I am, then hexagon is for you. So anyhow, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because I post functional planning videos on my channel. And if you like this one, you'll probably like those ones too. And I'd love to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.